word Mafia.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Aqua Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we are watching Season 3, Episode 8, Flashes Before Your Eyes.
I don't know.
So your life flashes before your eyes when you're near death.
I swear to God, if another person... We just lost Echo. I am not ready for another death, Jesse. I'm not ready.
Well, think. Season 1, we only got one main cast died. Season 2, 3, we lost 3.
Libby, Anna Lucia, and
Shannon.
Yeah.
Technically, we also lost Michael and Walt.
Well, they didn't die, though.
They didn't die, though. And this season, we've only lost Echo. Now, is this going to be a Season 1 thing? Or a Season 2 thing? Who knows? Are we?
Wait, we lost Arts, too.
He wasn't a main cast member, but yes, we lost him Season 1.
You can't introduce a character that cool.
Yes, he was so cool.
He was! He was funny and, like, nice and stuff. And they just immediately killed him off.
He was great. I wouldn't call him cool, but he was great. And he will be missed. This channel stands Arts. That is not up for debate.
Yes, we stand Arts.
But as far as main cast members who get their names in the credits, Boone was the only lost Season 1.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope it's not a death episode. Let's find out. But first, you at home, don't forget, this is not a market substitute. Please support the official release on Hulu, and I think you can get individual episodes on Prime. Also, you can support us on Patreon. We are trying to raise money for a new computer for editing. Description in the description. Link in the description. The description's in the link below. And there's a little square at the end of the episode you can click on in the corner that way. All right, let's watch.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think Jack has plot armor? Like, would you consider Jack having plot armor?
Yes and no. I mean, I would have said Echo had plot armor.
Oh.
And I was wrong. So until proven wrong, I would say yes. But this is Lost, you know.
Yes, it's a Desmond episode. I called it. If you watch the episode literally right before this.
Yep.
If you watch it, I like.
You've been wanting to know.
I was literally like, I want to know what's up with Desmond at the end of that discussion.
They gotta go back and forth between the trio with the others and the survivors. You know, one for them, one for us.
But the last 2 episodes have been about the
It has because it's kind of a 2-parter, but yeah.
So, called it. Specifically Desmond, though.
I know. I was so excited you said, like, oh, you have no idea.
I didn't. Unagi.
Echo is dead. How did he die? The island killed him.
What do you mean, the island killed him?
You know what it means. With the doctor gone, the camp's on edge enough without people having to worry about what's out here in the jungle. They're going to look to you two to see how to react. So when I tell everyone what happened, I need you to help keep things calm.
Hey, guys. What's wrong with Desmond?
Oh. Does he know they're coming back?
Oh.
There's someone else out there.
You know, I kind of like this Desmond. It's cool.
Clay! What happened? Stand back, just give me some room. Clay! Clay, get back, Charlie, I know what I'm doing. Is she breathing? She's not breathing?
Oh my God, Charlie, stop it. There you go. There you go.
You want me to help you?
No, stop it.
Claire?
Charlie, St. Clair is not going to help us. There you go.
Claire!
Claire.
How did you know she was drowning?
I'll tell you how he knew. That guy sees a future, dude.
Or like
Hurley's noticing is kind of lining up with
This is his mojo a little bit. Yeah.
but with Charlie now kind of realizing, because the lightning strike thing was weird, right?
Yeah, it was.
Charlie noticed that.
I like how Hurley like can see it because he's like, yeah, I got some stuff too.
Well, whatever happened to him, we're gonna have to find out what it is.
You do realize you're gonna know your plan before you even come up with it, dude.
We're gonna have to get him really bloody drunk.
I'm sorry I wasn't more grateful. Thank you for helping Claire not drown. What kind of whiskey is that?
It's, just says McCutcheon. When the cracking set of knockers, she was only the farmer's daughter.
So, Desi,
Desi.
let me ask you something.
Anything, pal.
How'd you know Claire was drowning?
I could hear her calling for help.
Hear the lightning as well.
Just by chance, you pitch your little rod outside Claire's tent. 2 hours later, lightning strikes.
How you doing what it is you're doing, but I know a coward when I see one.
Charlie, why are you picking fights?
Flashback.
I love you, Penny.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Des, are you alright? Sweetie, are you okay? What's happening? Well, what's happening is the result of combining ladders, painting the ceiling, and alcohol. Are you okay? Are you nauseous?
This is my flat.
Mm-hmm. Although, if you want me to feel at home here, you might start calling it our flat.
What's happening there?
You know you don't really need a job from my father, Des.
It's not about the job. I want him to respect me.
And respect you he shall. But if for some reason he's too daft to see how brilliant you are, it's not the end of the world.
What did you say? She's beautiful.
My foundation is sponsoring a solo race around the world.
I haven't come here to interview for a position in your company. I came here to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Very noble gesture. This is a 60-year McCutcheon, named after Anderson McCutcheon, esteemed admiral from the Royal Navy. He retired with more medals than any man before or since.
That's the very whiskey he drank on the beach.
This swallow is worth more than you could make in a month. And to share it with you would be a waste and a disgrace to the great man who made it.
I mean, you could have just said no. Damn.
I know I'm not.
What you're not is worthy of drinking my whiskey. How could you ever be worthy of my daughter?
Didn't go well.
And after all,
The Charlie.
I know you.
Time. Claire.
How do I know you?
Thank you. You can leave your number if you want.
How do I know you?
I don't,
Where do I know you from?
look, I don't know, but I remember if I could get some help. Hey, can you get some help?
You're Charlie.
Yeah, name's on the sign.
It was in Hatch. We were on an island.
We are on an island, mate. This is England.
No, it was real, man. I remember.
Hey, all right. This is why we don't do drugs.
No, I remember this all happened before. Today, this happened today. I remember that you said I wasn't worthy, and then I came down and I took off my tie and I lost my tie, and Penny said, "Where was it?" And then it started to rain and.
What is going on?
I love this. I'm loving this. I love this kind of shit. Yes.
All of it. Case in point, who could have known that a drenched Scotsman would appear in this rotunda?
are you bloody insane? Just tell me if it's possible.
Is it possible that I've somehow managed to go back in time, and I'm now living my life over again.
Penny's father berates you for not being a great man, and voila, you've dreamed a future where you push a button to save the world.
These things are not in my head, brother.
What happens next?
It doesn't work like that. I don't remember everything, just bits and pieces.
Wonderfully convenient.
I know this song. I remember this night. Great Bridge come back from 2 goals down in the final 2 minutes to win this game. It's a bloody miracle. And right after they win, Jimmy Lennon's going to come through that door and hit the bartender right in the head with a cricket bat because he owes him money.
Seriously?
Watch, please. Just watch. No, they came back. They won. Jimmy Lennon, the cricket bat.
Never done this before, have you?
Is it that obvious?
Can always tell the first timers.
I'll take it.
I'm sorry?
It's perfect. I'll take it.
No, you won't. Give me the ring. Give it here.
Don't understand.
This is wrong. You don't buy the ring. You have second thoughts. You walk right out that door.
I don't know what you're on about.
You don't buy the ring, Desmond. I know your name as well as I know that you don't ask Penny to marry you. Well, breaking her heart, of course, is what drives you in a few short years from now to enter that sailing race to prove her father wrong, which brings you to the island where you spend the next 3 years of your life entering numbers into the computer until you are forced to turn that fail-safe key. And if you don't do those things, Desmond David Hume, every single one of us is dead. So give me that sodding ring.
It's so polite, but awesome.
You have to fail so that you can save the world.
You're going to be difficult about it.
Who is she now?
Literally, he's the same. He's like, who the fuck are you?
That man over there is wearing red shoes.
So?
Just thought it was a bold fashion choice, worth noting.
You're my subconscious.
Am I?
You're here to talk me out of marrying Penny. Well, it won't bloody work.
Oh, yes, it will.
No. There is no island. There is no button. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with her.
No, Desmond. You're not.
You knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Then why didn't you stop it? Why didn't you do anything?
Because it wouldn't matter. Had I warned him about the scaffolding, tomorrow he'd be hit by a taxi. If I warned him about the taxi, he'd fall in the shower and break his neck. The universe, unfortunately, has a way of course correcting. You may not like your path, Desmond, but pushing that button is the only truly great thing that you will ever do.
Universe course corrects.
Get your coat on.
Position.
Boiling.
Here we go.
1, 2.
It's the photo.
I can't do this.
You can't do what?
Us.
I can't look after you. I can't even afford £5 for a bloody photograph. You deserve someone better.
I know what I deserve. I chose to be with you. I love you.
Love's not enough. We're not supposed to be together. I had the wrong night. I'm not crazy. I can still change things. Jimmy Lennon.
Where the hell's my money?
Hey, Doug, brother!
From concussion to concussion.
Please, let me go back one more time. I'll do it right. I'll do it right this time. I'm sorry, Penny.
I don't know how you're doing what it is you're doing, but I know a coward when I see one.
So are you, Charlie. You have no right to tell him that.
Don't want to know! Don't want to know! Don't
Yeah, Hurley's probably the only person that can do this.
I'm sorry I tried to strangle you. Fair play, mate.
No, fair play. Like, it's fine. Water under the bridge.
When I turned that key, my life flashed before my eyes. Those flashes, they didn't stop. I wasn't saving Claire, Charlie. I was saving you. This morning, You dove in after Claire. You tried to save her, but you drowned. When I saw the lightning hit the roof, you were electrocuted. I've tried twice to save you, but the universe has a way of course correcting, and I can't stop it forever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because no matter what I try to do, you're gonna die, Charlie.
That was
Yeah.
Flashes Before Your Eyes. Pretty good episode.
Yeah, I love this episode. I don't know why. Like, this kind of stuff is like, it makes me happy.
You like time travel?
Yeah, I do. I like time travel stuff. When it's done, like, right.
Sure.
I mean, it's hard to do time travel, mind you. Like, but
yeah.
I think in my my heart of hearts, I do. I like time travel stuff. I like all that, like, bullshit.
That is what it is.
I know it's bullshit.
I'm with you though. I love time travel stories.
Yeah.
And this episode helped for me catapult Desmond to like top 2 favorite characters.
Yeah, he's actually like one of the more interesting characters, I think.
He's got a lot going on.
He does. He's got a lot going on. And like, I like how it was like, they made it seem like it was Claire, but it was actually Charlie.
Yeah.
Because he's just around Claire so often.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I feel for him because it's like he's trying his best to like keep Charlie alive, but that old lady was like, "Oh, yes, the universe has a way of correcting itself."
Yeah.
So it's interesting because they're going with the form of time travel that's like it like always happened, sort of. Like you can't really change.
Well, first of all, he didn't physically travel through
that's
time.
true.
He went back in time through his mind.
Yeah.
When he turned the key. Like his mind became unlodged in time.
Yeah.
And it still is a little not fully in the present because he can see the future.
Yeah.
But having said that, yeah, he clearly did change a little bit. Like that guy at the bar didn't get his head knocked by the cricket bat.
Mm-hmm.
Desmond did.
Yeah.
He changed that.
Yeah.
And the old lady says that if she had warned the man in the red shoes about the imminent death, he would have just died tomorrow.
Yeah.
That you can change things,
but it won't matter.
It will always course correct.
Yeah.
You can't change fate. You can change details, but fate is locked in.
Yeah, it's an absolute point in time. And if you get that reference, you're probably as nerdy as I am.
Sure.
Do you understand?
You're talking about What If?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's also in Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, man in a suit and red shoes. That's the 10th Doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, he wore red shoes like that, and he wore a suit.
Cool.
I don't know if that was a reference to him.
Mm-hmm.
They would.
Was he?
He would have been Doctor at this time, so it's possible.
Maybe.
He's English.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, I like this kind of stuff. So like, this was like a super interesting episode to me.
It's also interesting. I mean, the whole thing is a flashback. This happened to him between seasons 2 and 3 when he turned the key, and next time we see him. But it's also someone going back to a flashback. It's not just a I mean, it's a memory of the time he went back in time, but if you also look at it as it's a flashback that's also happening right now for the character.
Yeah,
it's because he literally traveled to it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's Inception.
It's you know, at a certain point, flashbacks get boring. What else can we do? Time travel. There you go. Yeah. So we learn a little bit more about Desmond and his relationship with Penny's father, and that he does not like him. We kind of already knew that.
Knew that. Yeah.
I don't know if we knew his name before. Whitmore.
I think we did, because I think they mentioned Penny's last name at some point.
Okay, Charles Whitmore. Well, I didn't know if we did, because I wanted to mention here that the pregnancy test that Son takes is from Whitmore Labs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That's just a little side detail.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say in the episode because I didn't remember if they said his name before. But yeah, we know he mentions the race around the world, and that military service is a mark of an honorable good man. And we know that after this, he does join the military, and then he gets dishonorably discharged and spends a lot of time in jail. And as soon as he gets out, he starts training for that race. where he winds up on the island. I mean, the old lady kind of laid it all out. Like, you can't buy the ring because you're supposed to do this, this, and this, so that the world can be saved. I mean, it's not like, oh, poor Desmond, you know, he can't. He has to, or else we're all dead. So it's kind of...
The island demanded a sacrifice.
I mean, pretty much, it seems like.
Yeah, it seemed like
So-
Desmond's like the other sacrifice, he's just not dead. He
Pretty- it's sacrificing 3 years of his life, and perceivably the future, because he's still on this freaking island. But he had to spend, let's see, his partner died the day of the crash. So he spent roughly 40 plus days alone in the hatch, pushing the button every 108 minutes. That's rough. Mysteries. The old lady. Who is she? How did she know the future also? You know? I'm going to write who is the old lady.
Okay, I guess.
Or maybe who or what. Or what is the old lady? Because Desmond thought she was a part of his own mind. That he was crazy. That he's not actually seeing the future. And that this is his subconscious telling him not to go through with the marriage. Which is kind of what his friend was saying, who was a physicist. Like, no, time travel's not possible. As a physicist, I'm telling you, it's not possible. You're just panicking. You're scared. But you shouldn't be, because Penny's great and she loves you. You don't need to be better. You're already there for her. Now, actually be there for her. Mm-hmm. But no, he feels like he's not worthy, and that the universe doesn't want them to be together. Which is true, I guess, but
yeah,
because literally the universe did stop him.
Yeah,
that is true.
Right? It's like, actually, yeah, kind of doesn't.
It's also interesting how much the numbers popped up in his past without him probably noticing the first time around.
Yeah.
But now that he knows the numbers, he catches them when he sees them.
Yeah, like 8:15.
Yeah, 8:15. Also, the clock was 1:08, which is 108 minutes. The beeping noise.
Yeah.
And he met Charlie before coming to the island.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Charlie singing a song, which
Wonderwall.
which is a little foreshadowing. Are you the one to save me?
No.
Like
you're my Wonderwall. Okay.
Because Desmond's been saving him this whole time. But also the band, that was the band who made that was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, Oasis.
And Drive Shaft is based on Oasis.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a little double reference.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Because because it was the two leads were brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if there was drug issues in that, but it was the two brothers in a one-hit wonder band. They kind of want to. So that's another layer of weird referencing the thing, but quite literally. And also the song on the jukebox is the song we hear when we first see Desmond in the hatch. Before we see his face. He wakes up and plays that song. Which is another thing he remembers. Like, oh, that song. I know the song. Because he hears it in hatch. But also, he remembers that night. Which was the wrong night. Because of course it was. But yeah. What else is there to say about this episode? I mean, it's a pretty linear episode.
Yeah.
The beginning and ending are out of sync. It's kind of a framing device. It's because the arrest episode is happening now, and the main episode is a flashback to a time he traveled further back. But yeah, so you
could say I am Desmond because I predicted that the next episode would be a Desmond.
True, you did.
I'm Desmond, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just Desmond.
You did already know he was seeing the future. But, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Though.
I mean, yeah. We were in question earlier. He was totally right.
It was just obvious.
But, I mean, how do you think Charlie's going to react?
Not well.
I mean, does he believe him?
I don't know.
Because he didn't fully believe the precog stuff, but...
Like, yeah, actually, okay. So this is the weird thing to me. Like, I don't know. Charlie has been kind of... like, he's not my favorite. he kind of turned into a dick, like an asshole, honestly. And like even with Desmond, like trying, like seemingly saving Claire, right? Like, yeah, he was like, why are you being such an asshole right now, though? Like, this dude just saved your girlfriend, and you're like, why can you see the future? Like, what is up with you? Like, it's like, it just comes off like he's jealous.
Yeah.
And like it kind of seems like he is a little, and like we already went through that with Saeed, and I think it was Saeed, or maybe Locke.
It was Locke. Yeah.
Locke.
He was very jealous of Locke.
And it was just like a whole weird thing, and it was just like, Charlie just needs to chill the fuck out. Like I thought the heroin, like getting off the heroin would chill him the fuck out. Apparently not. He's just an asshole. Like, I don't know. It just, he's not the greatest, like, character. And, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be, like, completely sad if he died. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. He's just been such an asshole to like, for no reason, too. Like, or seemingly, like, not, like, he didn't need to be an asshole to Desmond. Like, at least Hurley was kind of just, like, freaked out about Desmond because he has his own mojo thing going on with him. So I can see why Hurley was freaked out and acting that way. But even Hurley wasn't, like, an asshole about it. He was just like, yeah, I want to know what's going on with Desmond. And he was just kind of, like hopping on the Charlie bandwagon because Charlie also wanted to know. But, like, Charlie was just, like, yeah, more of an asshole about it. It was, I don't know, like, like, just my 2 cents.
I suppose Charlie gets jealous real easy.
Yeah, and like, the whole like, oh yeah, like calling him a coward. It's like, Charlie, you have no right to say that.
He does apologize, but
he does, yeah.
After being strangled, he apologized. They both apologize.
I mean, yeah, that's nice, but like. I don't know. I still don't really understand why he doesn't, like, why he hates Locke. Like, hates him.
Because Charlie experienced something supernatural and Locke told him, no, you didn't. And I'm going to just assume you're a drug addict and beat the crap out of you. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's mostly over it, I think. He doesn't like Locke, but he doesn't, like, want revenge on him anymore. He's just like, ugh, this guy.
But I think it's the fact that, like...
Because they work together to save Echo.
Yeah, I think it's the reason why I'm kind of like, you can't really see this from Locke's perspective. You were literally holding her infant child in your hands.
That was later, though.
No, he beat him up after that.
From the start, Locke didn't believe him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get that. Like, that part. But, like, it wasn't just Locke that didn't believe him.
No, but of all the people, you would think Locke would be the one to believe him.
Of course, yes. But, like...
Because Locke has visions. And when Locke sees stuff in the dream, that's real. You saw something in a dream?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, see, I understand, like, Locke, yes, was wrong.
I think that's why.
But then it's like, but that's what I mean. Like, if Locke wasn't the only person to not believe Charlie, why is he so focused on hating Locke? And, like, yeah, it's like, okay, he beat him up. But it's like, you were carrying her infant child to an ocean to baptize this child to save him from a threat that's not seemingly there. Like...
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know, Charlie, that looks... Yeah, like, to anyone...
No one likes that episode, so they're just kind of ignoring it.
Like...
It's like, yeah, that happened, but everyone... It's time... It's fine now. It's fine. Everyone's more or less forgiving everybody.
Well, that's the thing, like... There was a huge part, like, you know, like, Charlie just, like, really didn't like Locke, and they showed it in the series, and it, like, I mean, not affected the plot or whatever, but, like, kind of, you know, like, there was just, like, a lot of tension in it. It's just, like, and then since then, like, I think it's just since that point, I feel like Charlie has just, like, kind of went downhill for me. Like, not necessarily, like, reverted back to his old self necessarily, but it's like, it's weird because he was such a good guy, like, before all the drugs and everything, right? And, like, they made his whole redemption arc, which was great. Like, he literally redeemed himself from, like, you know, doing all the drugs, like hiding it in the beginning of season 1, right? Everything. And then him throwing it out, all the heroin into the ocean. And then, so you think, that's great. Like, he's like, finally realized, like, I don't need this in my life. Mm-hmm. But he's still a fucking ass, like, but he still treats people like shit, which is why it's like...
Well, Sawyer does that too.
Yeah, I'm not... But then, like... I think, and I've said this before, the difference with Sawyer is he knows he's a bad guy. He knows he's a bad person, and he knows he's mean. Charlie doesn't. He pretends like he's a good guy, and he's not an asshole. So he gets self-righteous about it, and then treats others like, oh, like, why are you doing this bad thing? It's like you've never... Really, dude?
Sure, like, I suppose.
Because Sawyer knows he's mean and knows he's an asshole. He owns up to that. Like, he's not trying to be something he's not, basically. And he's not self-righteous about it, right? He's not like...
Sure.
And that's my whole thing. Like, Sawyer's an asshole. He knows he's an asshole. That's it. Everyone else knows he's an asshole. Cool. Charlie is an asshole, and then doesn't realize he's an asshole, calls other people out for being an asshole, and gets self-righteous about other people being an asshole towards everyone else. And while still realizing that he is also an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, and that's why I'm like, it sucked, because like, I do think he redeemed himself from like the whole heroin situation thing. It's like, but then why is he still such an asshole to everybody? Like, damn, man.
He's not to everybody. He's just...
He was an asshole to even Echo.
Well, that was last season. I don't think he was this season. He went to save Echo. I mean, he was mad at Echo, so he told him, go get your own stuff. I'm not your servant boy. And then he tried to get him to not blow himself up, but he did it anyway. And he tried to get him out of the hatch, but Echo threw him like, no, you get out of the hatch, I'm staying. And then he and Locke went to go save him from the polar bears.
Yep.
And then, you remember how that went.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
any other big mysteries? How did he time travel? Is that a question?
Not really. Because he didn't really. It was like all in this.
But do you think he really went back in time?
I don't know. Because they made it seem like he's been on the island the whole time. And he was concussed and passed out. After he got hit in the head with the bat, mm-hmm. like he woke up on the island. So it's like, if he had to play out everything, why did he just wake up on the island in that moment? So it's like...
What do you mean if he played everything out?
Like, because they're like, oh, the universe has a way of course correcting, right? Mm-hmm. So... Even if he got hit in the head with the bat, and instead of the bartender, the universe would have like course corrected or whatever, right? So it's like, why in that moment then did he wake up on the island? Like, why not before, like any instance before he got hit in the head?
Because hitting the heads would send him back.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, he woke up after a concussion, and he got knocked out after a concussion.
Yeah, well, I guess that's kind of why I'm like, did he really time travel then? It's like, not, it doesn't really seem like it. It just seemed like it was like in his head.
But he is seeing the future.
Yeah, that's true.
And accurately.
Yeah. I mean, it's in his head. So, yes, everything's in his head.
But it's not in his head if it actually happens.
No. I mean, like, the visions are in his head. Like, he is seeing the future. Like, yes. Like, that's real. Yes. I'm not saying that's fake.
Okay.
Like, what I mean by in his head, I mean, like, not that it's not real, just... It's all, like, happening in his head. Like...
So, do you think, however many years ago this happened, did Desmond bump into Charlie and say all this stuff about, we were on the island, I knew you, and through my tie? Did Charlie actually experience that?
I don't think he did.
You don't think he did?
No. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think... Because I feel like Charlie would have been like, wait, you were that weird dude. That like
there's probably a lot of weird dudes on the street. I don't remember most faces I run across.
Jack recognized Desmond.
Yes, that was a very important moment in his life. He remembered
Yeah.
Desmond from that. Desmond didn't remember him at first.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it is possible that Charlie just didn't remember his face, but like kind of I don't know. We'll see. Like things with this, like I kind of just like to lay back and be like, yeah, let's see how they do. Let's see what rules they come up with, because if the rules don't make sense, I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
You gotta time travel. See, I love time travel, but like if the rules don't, if you break your own time travel rules, you better watch out.
That's why I don't like the movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington. Slight spoiler: the rules didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to always follow, like 100%, because I mean it's time travel, right? It's fake for now, and well, no, it is like so like it's hard. I get that, but it's like if it really breaks, it's like right, like. You
gotta have a really good story, a movie to compensate.
Yeah, that's why.
Like Back to the Future. The rules don't really make sense in Back to the Future, but it's such a great movie. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the quality of the story has to match it not making sense.
Yeah, but like, and also Back to the Future is like a funny, like
Yeah. It's a comedy first, it's sci-fi second.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Whereas,
okay, we're not taking it as seriously as like
Avengers Endgame, rules make total sense.
Yeah.
It's you can't change the past.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
This is why I didn't like Tenet.
Okay. I haven't seen Tenet.
Okay. It's not that I didn't like Tenet, but it's weird.
Okay.
It's not the best of Christopher Nolan. I'll just say that.
Okay. Well, that was Flashes Before Your Eyes.
But I really liked this episode.
This is a
even though I went on a like Charlie rant because but either way,
I will say Desmond's one of those characters where when you realize it's his episode, you go, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Because the finale was great.
Yeah.
And then we get this one.
I actually really like Desmond. Like I think since the beginning, maybe not when they first introduced him because like I didn't know anything about him, but like after that I was like, ooh, this guy's interesting. Like.
Where's he? Is Sawyer still your number one?
Maybe not. I think Desmond and Sawyer are probably like
the
same. Actually, I like. I don't know if I have a favorite like character anymore because like the stories are all like so connected now.
Sure.
That it's hard to pinpoint. Like I like I like certain like subplots, I guess, more than others.
Okay.
But I don't know about characters anymore because now that the plot has been like, flushed out, I get more invested in
it's a lot less episodic.
Yeah.
First, I'd say 2 seasons were somewhat episodic.
Yeah.
Second season, the only thing is there's a hatch and it's kind of overarching there. But season 3 has been much more connected.
So it's kind of hard to like pinpoint who I like more. Cause like, like one episode could be like, give me a lot more information. But like, it just really depends.
Yeah.
Although, okay, Mr. Echo was my favorite. He still is my favorite. He probably will continue to be my favorite for a while, even though he's dead now.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Echo is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think Hurley's probably, at this point when I was watching, was still my number one. But Desmond was like, oh, you're real close number 2, Desmond. Yeah. This is a great episode.
It is.
You're filling a little bit of the hole in my heart that Echo left. And of course, Saeed, he hasn't been very present this season.
I still like Saeed, though.
But Saeed's always solid.
Yeah. So, like, I have a handful of characters that I just really like. And then some of the others I just don't care for. So, I don't know. It's hard. Like, Saeed, Mr. Echo, Sawyer, Desmond. Yeah. Like, those 4 are, like, my top. And then the others, I'm just kind of, like, I think I actually don't like... I dislike Charlie more than I dislike Kate right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I forget. Who did you say was your least favorite character last season? I remember
it was definitely Kate.
What, didn't it change?
No. I don't think it did. I think it was pretty much Kate. Like, I haven't liked Kate for a while. And she never really left.
Wasn't Michael?
No, he never got to the like last spot. Like he was my least favorite. Okay. Like I had moments where I was just like, come on, Michael, but like never.
I know last season I said my least favorite was Locke.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
But season 3, Locke's kind of on a redemption arc.
Yeah.
So he's not really. Well, he actually probably at this point, first time watching, I think he was still my least favorite. But like, you know, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You know, things can change.
Yeah, I think it is actually Charlie is probably my least favorite right now. Just because like Kate hasn't really.
Oh, you know what? I think you might have said Charlie last season.
I did. Well, no, I mean.
Because I remember someone beat Kate as being your least favorite, and I gotta check the footage.
Well, yeah,
but I'm pretty sure you said it was Charlie.
Back.
I think it was Charlie.
It might be Charlie. It's still Charlie. Well, if I did say it's Charlie, it's still Charlie.
It's still Charlie.
And if I didn't say it's Charlie and it's Kate, it's now Charlie. Least favorite? I guess it's still Kate.
Okay.
Might be Charlie actually.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, he was made more stupid than Kate. I'm gonna say Charlie this season.
Okay.
Charlie. I haven't really been a big fan of him.
Well, let's
I think that
move on. Yeah.
That concludes the discussion part of this episode.
Episode 8, which is one of the best episodes of the season, in my opinion. Flash for you guys, because I love Desmond episodes. But let us know in the comments who's your top 5. 5's a good round number. Yeah. Top 5 favorite Lost characters at this point on the show. Yeah. And don't forget to join us next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.